This is Mr. DFX, CEO and founder of Beast Trading Software. Happy Friday to all of you. I hope you've all had a successful and profitable week. Guys, I know it has been a while since I have recorded a video for you guys, but we have been extremely busy this week, and I'm sure if you have been following us on social media, you would have seen we had just released version 3.5 of our indicator and EA, and we are working on a new product which I will be talking about at the end of this video, so do stay tuned to the end of this video. So I will be talking about and showing you our new product which will be launching soon. So we've had a lot of pairs this week, a lot of signals, so I'm going to be jumping right into the charts to try and cover everything fairly quickly so I don't have to keep this video going so long. But first of all, I just want to jump into the settings and show you the settings that I'm working with. I am working with the exact default settings. So these are the default settings. I haven't changed anything. So if you do load the indicator onto your chart, this is exactly what you will be seeing as what I'm seeing. Now, the first chart I'm going to be looking at and jumping straight into it is the AUD and Swiss franc. On the 50-minute chart, you will see that most of the pairs are on 50-minute chart. As I've mentioned before in many videos, we do prefer trading on this 50-minute chart, but that's not to say the indicator doesn't work on other time frames. It's just our own personal preference because we do like to trade more of an intraday style. We don't like to hold on to orders for too long, and we're also not really into scalping. So we do find that the 50-minute time frame gives us sufficient signals throughout the week to make a decent profit. Now, looking on this chart over here, you can see we had quite a number of good signals. We had a pretty good win over there. We did take a loss here. There we got a fantastic entry, really great entry there. Another good buy here. It did go into a slight drawdown, but overall, then it did swing into profit. Here we had our last sell signal, which did hit profit before reversing. Looking at the stats on this trade here, we're running at a success rate of 60% and a total of 43 pips profit, which is not too bad considering the signals that we've had. The next chart jumping into is the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Here as well, we had a pretty good week. Actually, we only had one signal this week on the 50-minute time frame, but it was a fantastic winner. It's completely smashing our take profit 3, and if you had continued holding, you would have really made a fantastic profit on this pair. I'm actually just curious to see how many pips you could have banked. So based on a TP3, it would have been quite a small TP, but if you had been holding, that's over 50 pips in profit on that signal. So on this signal, we're running on a lower success rate of 57% with a total of 66 pips and a profit factor of 2.7, so that's also not too bad. Excuse me. Just touching on this success rate again, some people have asked, what is the average success rate? We always say our average success rate is 70%. That's based on an average. So on some charts and some time frames, depending on the settings you're using, you might have a higher success rate of 80, 90, 100%, and then depending on the market, you might have a lower success rate of under 70%. So it's not always 70%. And 70% means what? It does mean that out on average, you will have, let's say out of 10 signals, you will have 7 signals that are winners and 3 that are losers. It's completely natural to have some losing trades, and that is why we always recommend that you do use a stop loss with every order, because you never know what the market's going to do, and you always need to protect your account so that if a signal does go against you, you are protected with a stop loss to prevent further losses. So I just want to put that out there so that you guys do know about that, because we have been getting questions and I just wanted to cover that. All right, moving forward, we have the Australian dollar and US dollar. This has just been a fantastic week for AUD USD. Looking back, we had a fantastic sell here. Another 2 sells here, right on point. You can't really get more perfect than that. And then this week we had another fantastic sell signal, which just completely smashed our take profit. And actually looking at this chart here, we're running on a 100% success rate. We've had 4 signals. All of them hit take profit, totaling to 96 pips on these 4 signals if you had been trading on our TP3. Just this week alone, if you actually look here, this signal has already generated over 50 pips. And actually, if you look on our Facebook and Instagram, we did post an update of some signals that are running on our EA, because we do have our EA trading these signals, and we have been running in over 300 pips in profit and still running on some of these signals. So you can go check that out on our social media pages, and you can see what we've been talking about. Next pair I want to show you is on a lower time frame. We're on the 5 minutes here, and this is the Swiss franc and Japanese yen. We caught a fantastic buy signal here, zero drawdown whatsoever. Here we did unfortunately have a losing signal. Then we caught a fantastic sell over there, and here we did catch another buy signal, which is still running pretty much on entry, but we do see this continuing up into next week. And we're running here on 80% success with 56 pips in profit and an incredible profit factor. All right, here we're looking at the next chart. This is the euro and Canadian dollar. Here we're looking on H1. We only have 3 signals in this week. You can't actually see the other one because it is being blocked by the panel. But we had a sell signal here, which did unfortunately hit a loss. Then we had a good sell signal here, pretty good. And here we had a good buy signal, which took out a take profit. So we're running on 3 signals, over 100 pips in profit, and an average of 66%. All right, here we have the euro and yen. Here we did have a buy signal, which did unfortunately hit our stop loss. No big deal. Here we've caught a fantastic buy signal, another good sell signal. So overall, a good successful week here on this pair as well. Guys, I'm going to just speed up through because I've got a lot of pairs to show you. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Next pair we're looking at is the pound and Australian dollar. Now, personally, on our account, we have suspended all trading on all pound pairs. That's just due to Brexit volatility, because it is very, very unpredictable these days trading any pound pairs with the Brexit news, because these days, you know, any kind of Brexit news come out, it can really swing the pound either way, and it kind of throws out any kind of technical analysis. So even though technically we might have an accurate signal, you know, Brexit news can always just throw it out the other way. So personally, we have suspended trading, but I just want to show you some of the signals we've had on pound pairs for those of you who do want to trade the pound anyway. Here we had 2 very good sell signals, which really, if you had been holding on, you would have got a fantastic profit. And here we did get a very good buy signal. It did kind of hang out about a bit, you know, was just kind of hanging around, but it really took out a good profit over there. And here we're running on 100% success rate on this pairs with nearly 200 pips in profit on this 3 signals. The next pair we're looking at is the pound and the Canadian dollar. Here we had only 2 signals. You can just see a sell signal over there. It was a win. Here we had another buy signal. It was a win as well. And as you can see, according to the stats, it was 100% success rate. Here we have the dragon, the almighty dragon, the pound yen. 4 signals on this pair. We had a fantastic buy signal here. This first sell signal did hit a stop loss. Then the 2 following signals were winners, and then we're running at a 75% success rate with almost 90 pips in profit. So another very good week on this pair. Next we have the New Zealand dollar and Swiss franc. 2 sell signals here, good profit, another good sell signal, another good sell signal. So here we're running at 75% profit as well over the 4 signals. Next pair, we have the New Zealand dollar and yen. Here again, we had a buy signal here initially, which did kind of hit our stop loss, unfortunately, but we did recover on the following 2 sells. We had a good buy signal here, taking up our TP3 before reversing, so we did manage to capture our profit on this pair. And then earlier this week, we did have a very good sell signal, which also took out our profit as well. So overall, generally a good week on this pair as well. Excuse me. Here we have the US dollar, Canadian dollar. Here we're looking at a slightly lower success rate. Here we did have a pair which did go in profit, and due to CAD news, it did reverse. We caught the 2 sell signals which did recover, caught a good buy signal, a good sell signal. And here we have our latest signal from today. It did take out TP1, and we're still holding on to this for going into the following week. So overall, this pair hasn't been that great, but like I have mentioned to you, some weeks you have a higher success rate, some weeks a lower success rate. It really does depend on the market and what is happening. But in general, if you look overall, even with 50% success rate, we still have a profit. So that is pretty good. For those who like to trade gold, gold has also been pretty good. We had first a buy signal here, which did go into a loss. It did recover on the next buy. Then we had another buy signal, which was a loss. Here we had a good buy, which was a win, and another buy here, which was a win. This was earlier today. So overall, we have a 62% success rate, and we have over 100 pips in profit. So this one generally has been a pretty good week for gold as well. For those of you who like to trade NASDAQ, or for those who like to scalp rather, I'm going to show you, because we do have a lot of guys who ask us if they can scalp on the NASDAQ, and yes, you can. Looking on the NASDAQ here, we had a good buy signal. Now this is just on the 1 minute chart for those of you who want to scalp quick trades. We had a sell here which did hit stop loss. We had a buy here which went into profit. A good little catch of a sell here and a good catch of 2 buy signals here. So in general, we're running on 66% profit and a little over 11 pips in profit. So generally not too bad as well. And then for those of you who like to trade Bitcoin, I just want to throw in a Bitcoin chart to show you what's been going on here as well. We had a buy signal here which did hit stop loss. Then we recovered with a good sell. Here we caught a fantastic buy, and then here we caught a fantastic sell. So in general, it's been a very good week for those of you who do like to trade on Bitcoin. Guys, that's pretty much all the charts I've got to show you. It has been a very active week, as you can see, and generally overall, it's been a profitable week. Now, I did mention to you guys at the beginning of the video that we do have a new product coming soon, and I do want to show it to you guys. So I'm going to skip over to the following chart and show you about a new product which we will be launching soon once we've finished through our final forward testing. And that is the Beast Super Signal Scanner. We've had a lot of requests for people asking if there's some kind of dashboard that they can use to scan all the pairs, and we decided to go ahead and do that. And we do see the benefits in it. So we do have the Beast Super Signal Scanner. What this is it's a dashboard that uses the exact same strategies as our Beast Super Signal indicator, but in a simple dashboard form. So on the left, you have the market with all your pairs that are showing on your market watch. You have all the pairs here. Then when there is a signal, it will show you. There's no signals at the moment, unfortunately. I'd really love to show you, but when there is a signal, it will tell you here there is a signal. You can then open that chart. It will then take you to that chart, and you can see the entry price, and you can see all the levels. I'm going to try and switch time frames to see if a signal might pop up on another time frame to show you guys what it looks like. We're just in the final stages of development. We did launch a few teasers about the scanner to show you guys, and we are looking forward to it. So this is going to be a fantastic product which we will load onto our website in MQL5 soon. And my platform just decided to reconnect. That's fantastic. Well, I can't seem to get any signals, but I am going to try and see if I can get. If I can't get any signals showing now, it does depend on the market. If there's nothing showing, if there's nothing at the moment, there's not much I can do. But you can look up on our social media pages. We did show a little preview of this dashboard. I'm just going to go into the settings. And guys, just work with me here. My platform does seem to have frozen very conveniently while I'm in a live video. Definitely not what I was hoping for. Bear with me, guys, while I do try and unfortunately have to wait for MetaTrader to reconnect. This is what we call Murphy's Law, right? When you're in a live video stream and your MetaTrader just decides to reconnect itself. Let me try to whatever. Fantastic. Right at the end of my video, it decides to reconnect and freeze. Oh, guys, unfortunately, I can't compete against MetaTrader when it decides to screw around. But keep a lookout on our social media. We will be posting updates about this new product and when it is available to purchase. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you've had a fantastic week, and happy trading, guys. Cheers.